Well, 2015 has certainly been an eventful year, and there's no doubt that as we stand here in December and look back at markets, it has truly been a fascinating period of time to behold. In the UK, we've obviously had a general election with a result that, quite frankly, many people had simply not predicted. And obviously, as we look around the rest of the globe, the political dimension has started to play an important role. So in terms of looking firstly at the Euro region, obviously Greece has been the subject of significant debate and whether or not the debt crisis was going to unravel and what unintended consequences were going to unfold in the rest of Europe. And that was clearly extremely dominant in terms of markets and sentiment for the first part of the year. At the same time, we've had a really interesting dynamic in China, where the Chinese authorities have been wrestling with this shift from an investment-led to more of a consumption-led economy, and a real fear that Chinese growth is going to start to fade. The reality is that very shortly China is going to be the biggest economy in the world, and unsurprisingly it's just simply not going to be able to grow at the same clip. But that doesn't mean that there's very stiff resolve from the Chinese policymakers and a real view that one of the things they want to achieve is an opening up of the capital markets over the next few years. And then looking at the US, the real debate there has been whether or not interest rates will be rising over the course of the next few months. And it's obviously been a bit of a push me, pull you, with strong unemployment data balancing off against perhaps other weaker economic data around the scenes. And as we enter the final closing period of 2015, all eyes are on the Fed in terms of what direction will be set and what course will be plotted for 2016. And then lastly, looking at Japan, a market that has clearly suffered from being in what has seemed like a permanent state of recession. And again, the picture there has been very puzzling in terms of whether or not the economy is going to pull through, and again, the degree to which the Japanese policymakers can make a real difference. So there's no doubt that predicting markets has ever been a very challenging task during 2015. But I'm particularly proud of the numbers and the performance that we've been able to generate within the business at Alliance Trust Investments, and also with the strength of conviction that the strong disciplines around which we look and identify companies that we believe will be good for the future have been brought into the portfolio and mostly nurtured and kept. So it's also been a year of real positive developments, and we're really proud of the fact that at a global level, the global goals would indicate that people actually care about long-term sustainable development, and that fits very well with our philosophy and mindset. But at the same time, I think we'll probably all be quietly relieved to see the end of 2015 and look forward with interest and excitement to what we can perform against and how we can deliver for our long-term investors in a new year with new hope.